जी हाँ जी
Thank you for coming. Please have a seat. Please be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum, may peace be on you. Welcome to the 9th National Peace Symposium of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Community UK. We start our proceedings this evening with the recitation of the Holy Quran in Arabic by Maulana Naseem Bajwa Sahib, the Imam of Baitul Futuh Mosque. This will be followed by its translation in English by Hassan Selby.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن المسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات والقانتين والقانتات والصادقين والصادقات والصابرين والصابرات والخاشعين والخاشعات والمتصدقين والمتصدقات والصائمين والصائمات والحافظين فروجهم والحافظات والذاكرين الله كثيرا والذاكرات أعد الله لهم مغفرة وأجرا عظيما.
I seek refuge with Allah from the accursed Satan. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, ever merciful. Surely, men who submit themselves to God, and women who submit themselves to Him, and believing men and believing women, and obedient men and obedient women, and truthful men and truthful women, and steadfast men and steadfast women, and men who are humble and women who are humble, and men who give alms and women who give alms, and men who fast and women who fast, and men who guard their chastity and women who guard their chastity, and men who remember Allah much and women who remember Him. Allah has prepared for all of them forgiveness and a great reward. Thank you.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Beloved Hazur, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. May peace and blessings of Allah be upon you. It's a tremendous honor and privilege for me to welcome you to this National Symposium for 2012. This is a key event of our community in the UK that, like today, has hosted many distinguished speakers. Critically, it continues to play an important role in promoting a better appreciation of true Islam, values of loyalty, freedom, equality, respect and peace. As His Holiness Hazrat Mirza Masroor Ahmad, the 5th Caliph and the head of the worldwide Ahmadiyya Muslim community, whom we are very honored to have with us tonight, said in his keynote address last year that the event had just one purpose, which is for us to come and sit together in a friendly environment to talk about that one goal and shared objective that we hold. And this shared objective is to promote love, affection, brotherhood, and peace. Those of our guests who are familiar with the community know that our community seeks to teach and practice Islam in its pristine purity. For those of our guests who are joining us here for the first time, the ethos of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community is summed up in our motto, love for all, hatred for none. The Ahmadiyya Muslim community was founded in 1889 in a small town in India called Qadian by Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad, peace be upon him, who, under divine guidance, claimed to be the promised Messiah and the reformer of our time. The community, he founded, stands for brotherhood of mankind and seeks to establish international peace by means of spiritual transformation through love, persuasion, tolerance, and charitable endeavors. It is known to be a we're known to be a peace-loving and law-abiding community which endeavors to establish full and complete freedom of religion and conscience for every human being with absolutely no coercion in the matter of faith. The mission of the promised Messiah was to revive the peaceful teaching of Islam and to inspire people in the love of God and the duty to serve mankind. Upon his demise in 1908, he left behind a thriving community, and his work was carried forward by his khulafas, or spiritual successors, under whose leadership the community has had a distinct sense of unity and purpose. His Holiness Hazrat Mirza Masroor Ahmad is the 5th Caliph in succession, and it is under his leadership and guidance that the community continues to promote its peaceful message and continues to serve God and man with sincerity, sacrifice, and a spirit of kindness and humility. This has seen the worldwide community grow significantly, spreading to nearly 200 countries of the world and numbering in tens of millions. In his life, the promised Messiah's life was exemplary in highlighting the true teaching of Islam. And I present a very simple but powerful example. During his lifetime, Queen Victoria celebrated her Diamond Jubilee, and the promised Messiah wrote a book, Tofaq Assyria, meaning a gift to the Empress, as a gift to the Queen, in which he praised her for the freedom of religion and that existed under her reign. He prayed for her health and success and long life, and also set out the beautiful teachings of Islam as a living faith. This year, we're celebrating the Diamond Jubilee of Her Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II, and we will also follow the exemplary teachings of Islam on loyalty and express our unreserved gratitude to the Queen for upholding the principles of freedom of religion. When one sees the persecution of people around the world because of faith, then such freedoms are worthy of praise and gratitude indeed. We'll mark the Jubilee with prayer, with fundraising for the Queen's charities, particularly with a charity walk in May at the Tower of London. And this evening I have extended a special invitation to our Mayor, Boris Johnson. And we will partake in the celebrations by illuminating our mosques and inviting neighbors to share the occasion with us. We'll also wear our hearts on our sleeves, and you will see nearer the time message of congratulations to the Queen on our buses. This is the true spirit of loyalty and peace that we have been taught and we will practice. We believe that the freedom of religion is the cornerstone of world peace. We cherish it wherever we find it. But sadly, the dream of world peace continues to prove elusive. Finally, I would like to once again thank all the guests who are here this evening. A very welcome to all of you. And we hope and pray that this evening will prove successful. Many thanks. Jazakallah.
And thank you for inviting me back to the Baitul Futu Mosque. It's wonderful to see everybody again, and every year this event gets bigger, and I think that This so far is certainly the biggest peace symposium that I've seen. The UN Declaration of Human Rights in 1948 declared that everyone has the right to freedom of thought, conscience and religion, including the right to change religion and to practice their religion through teaching, worship and observance. And who would argue with that statement? Well, many countries, it seems. The examples of religious intolerance are shockingly widespread. Despite the UN Declaration on Human Rights, we still have far to go. I have argued before that tolerance is about allowing diversity and difference to exist. It's about recognising that others are equal and that we need to treat them with the dignity and respect that we would expect to be treated with. Tolerance is about allowing people to have freedom of expression, freedom of speech, and freedom to practice their religion without hindrance, without threats, and without imprisonment. These are important values to me, and I know that these are values that you cherish in your faith as well. And so it's obvious to me that there should be these values inherent in any democracy. Otherwise, democracies, even ones inspired by ordinary citizens, will always fail. Thank you once again for inviting me back here, and thank you for taking the time to listen.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. And can I begin by saying, as Chairman of Transport for London, how deeply grateful I am to the Ahmadiyya Muslim community for your sponsorship of the buses and your bus campaign, and let's hope that there will be another one as has been suggested. I just want tonight, as your mayor, to thank everybody in the Ahmadiyya community for what you're doing to promote the things that made London shine out for my great-grandfather today. You are promoting this city as the world's greatest city of peace and understanding, and I congratulate you on that. And as long as I'm Mayor of London, I just want you to know that I will support your community and the great work that you do. And in particular, the many charitable causes that you support. And I can tell you tonight that I have already pledged to support the Ahmadiyya community's Jubilee Challenge. I'm already in. I've been signed up. There was absolutely no escape, because the offer was made to me in the presence of His Holiness, and in the presence of His Holiness they said to me, will you do this whether you're mayor or not? And I want you to know I have exceeded, and whether I am mayor or not, I will join the Jubilee Challenge, and I will cycle on one of our hire bikes around the Tower of London to raise money for charity. And I'm delighted to do that, because I believe that the work that you are doing incarnates so much that is good and remarkable about the genius of this city. And I believe that you are doing the work of so many others, and the work that should be done by so many of us in public life in bringing